Hi everyone and welcome back to Sandy Bay. So last week we were doing the sugar beet planting. We first of all cultivated it with this tractor and then we seeded it with the fast track. I don't think we're going to need either of these two tractors today, so they're going to both stay where they are. That tractor could probably do with a wash, but we'll leave it for now because we've got two jobs to do today, two main jobs. The first one is to give some water to the pigs and the beef cows. We're going to use the Ursus for that. In fact, we'll probably be using the Ursus all day. So for those of you who love this tractor, then this is a video for you. For those of you who aren't so keen, probably not so much for you. But yeah, we're going to be using it anyway. Just seeing that thing flash up. It says mount on off. Oh. It's the fenders. It actually looks better with them on. I'm going to keep them on. Anyway, yeah, we've got it running. We've got the water bowser on the back. We need to go and give them water. And then after that, once we've done that, we'll drop off the water bowser at the yard at Willow Farm. And then we'll head down to the shop, down to the store, and we'll pick up the roller, because we're going to do some rolling. We need to roll field number 2, which is our sugar beet field. And it actually requires 150 horsepower. Luckily, this tractor is 150 horsepower. So we should be okay. But we might as well take this over with a full tank. I'm sure you can fill up at the other yard anyway, but we'll fill it up. Now we're going to go this way, with a back road. We have actually got the pallet forks on, but we probably don't need them. So yeah, we've only got a top speed of 20 miles per hour. Not too fast, but realistic for the tractor. So it does take quite a long time to get about. The traffic lights are just here. Maybe we'll be lucky, maybe they'll be on green. Can't even see them over the front loader. Oh, they are on green. Brilliant. Now I would imagine that we won't actually have to refill this tanker behind us because they didn't really take much straw and they also didn't take much feed. I'm guessing it's just because we don't have that many of them at the moment. So I don't think they'll be too thirsty. The amount it will accept will be minimal. I should think the pigs will probably take more though because we've got more pigs than we have cows. But if we have to refill it, fair enough, we will do. But I just have a feeling it's not going to take the entire Bowser. Here we are. So I don't know where the water fill point is. There will be one. Haven't really investigated this yard too much. There will definitely be one somewhere. But first of all, we've got our cows. So let's refill theirs. There's a bull cock which goes up and you refill it. If we go on here, yeah, refill water. There it goes. They didn't take too much. And now for the pigs. I think they'll take more, but again, it won't be much really. I'll also drop off the pallet forks here because I think they'll probably be more useful. If we need some at the other farm, we'll just buy some more. They're not expensive. I think I'll reverse in for this one. Okay, here goes. Yep, it's definitely filling up more. It's going up a lot slower. Ah, it's going to take it all. Yes, it's almost to the top. It's probably just over 3/4 full. So now what I have to do is I need to find the water fill point. I might as well fill it to the top while we're here. Most likely it's going to be over this side of the road, I would have thought. Here it is, just over here. Next to the bale sell point. So we'll refill that. We'll probably put 50% in. We don't really want to fill it too much just because it'll be left in there for a while. That's fine. And yeah, let's just get out of here without crashing. That would probably help. And then once we've done that, they'll have feed. At least they have some feed. And also water. We're going to have to do mixed ration, but it means we have to do some more silage. So that's obviously not yet. But they do have enough now to live. Which is always good. You don't really want to go around killing your animals. It's not really the way to make business. This should get it to the top. There we go. So that will suffice for 6 days. We will be back before then though. So, do we have any sheds? That's the wood chip storage point. I think the sheds are all the other side of the road for storing stuff. Yep. So let's go and put this away. Now I'm not on the most up-to-date map, I know that version. I'm not going to update yet though, just in case there is another update coming soon. I don't know if there is, but if there is, I don't really want to be updating twice just in case we lose the save game. So I'm going to leave it as it is for now, but we will see. Now the next job is to go down to the store and buy the roller. It's only £10,000. Well, that probably does sound quite expensive, but it is new. So nice new roller for 10,000. Here we are at the shop. Let's just go inside and speak to someone. It's all quiet, usually is. So let's browse the catalogue. We want to go into the mod section, and it's actually under fertilizer spreaders. It's this one just here, and you can see it says required power 150 horsepower, which is exactly the same as what our Ursus says. So we'll buy that, and yeah, let's go and pick it up and hopefully go and use it. If we can't power it with it, well obviously it's not powered, it's just towed, but if this can't pull it at a decent speed, then we'll have to change to probably, you're going to love this, the New Holland. But hopefully it won't come to that, we'll just be using this. If you're new to my videos, I'm not saying New Holland are bad, it's just because I've been using them a great deal in the recent videos. I actually love New Holland, but yeah, it's just because I've been using them a lot. A few people are getting a bit fed up, so just trying to use different tractors. But this is our roller, which was actually, the link was sent to me by one of my fans, and I didn't actually know that there were any rollers at all available for FS, and I was amazed when I saw this. So definitely, this is going to bring a lot of realism into our game. So thank you very much for the creator of the mod, for starters, and also for the person who sent me the link. Probably should have indicated then, that was a mistake. But up to fill number 2, and I think it's got a working width of just short of 6 meters, so we should be able to get a fair amount done in a short period of time. Now this is actually going to act like a fertilizer spreader. In fact, it even calls it a fertilizer spreader. It's just the way it seems to work. So it's going to fertilize the field in effect, but obviously we're actually just going to be rolling it. Now it's a fairly big field for such a small thing. I say it's going to probably not take very long, but it is still pretty small for the size of the field. I didn't quite realise how big this field was. It is pretty big. But we can still make a good start, and I just want to get out and have a look at some of the detailing on the back, because it looks quite impressive. Like I did notice we've got these lifting points here. Oh, very well detailed, and you can see every nut and bolt. Really nice. It looks like a very well made mod. But from inside the cab, we can see that you can turn on the fertilizer spreader by pressing B. I don't think you have to fill it, which is great, because obviously you don't fill up a roller. All you have to do is lower it and then go. Yeah, you can see it's working. And you can also do some speed. This is a speed roller. Really taking speed. Although I don't think we'll go quite so fast. It seems a bit unnecessary. But we're actually doing some rolling. And rolling our field. Been wanting to do this for a while. And this tractor is having no problem at all in pulling this. And I assume you can actually put it on a worker, I would have thought. We'll have to try that later on. One thing actually to note here is if you've got crop destruction on, this mod might not be too good because obviously where you're driving you're going to be crushing the crops or where the crops are going to be growing. So when they grow it's going to be probably very patchy. Just something to note down there. It might not be the case, but it's just one thing that springs to mind. I would have thought that as you're driving over the crops it might be leaving tyre marks, and as this isn't too wide you're going to be leaving a lot of tyre marks. More than you usually would have in a field. More tram lines than usual. But look at that, it is flying. I might have to just slow it down a little bit just so I don't get carried away here. I think that's a bit more of a realistic speed. So what do you think of this mod? I have to say, I like it. It's quite a clever idea using the fertilizer spreader as the foundations for the mod, because it does work. It really does. Of course, I will leave the download link below, and also the credits. Right, so just a progress update. I'm that far into the field now. We only have that much left to do. Just one of those jobs where you can just sit there and just go from start to finish. You don't have to load up with anything. Just keep going till you're done. Good view through that lower back window as well. Now there is one thing I have just noticed. Look at our money, if you haven't seen it already. That is plummeting. It's actually charging us for the fertilizer as we use it. Obviously all of that is in inverted commas because we're not using any fertilizer at all. It's just the way the mod has been created. So that is a bit of an issue because it's a bit pricey just to run a roller. So I guess that is a downside. But overall this mod is pretty good. I do like it. Yeah, if only it wasn't using money, that would be a lot better. Maybe there isn't a way around it. I don't know. Because obviously it has to use the fertilizer to change the soil colour and also the soil status. It's changing it to fertilised soil, so obviously you get more money when you come to harvest it. And I guess the only way it can do that is by pretending you're putting fertiliser on it, which costs money. So yep, I don't know, but we can afford it at the moment. It's obviously not ideal. I guess what I could do is in the XML file at the end I could put back the money it used, but then you're probably bordering on unrealistic things there, so I don't know. I'll let you decide. Best thing to do I think is just to keep turning it off every time you get to a headland when you turn. Then you don't waste any money. But I think we are about halfway, maybe slightly over. I'm just going to keep progressing through the field. Obviously saving as I go because I don't want to power cut halfway through, because I'd lose all of that. It's not the fastest job in the world, but it is, I guess you could say it is quite therapeutic. Just got to keep going until we're done. So yes, it has started to grow. The growth rate is on the slowest, but I guess everything has to start growing at some point. Luckily, we're almost done, and also luckily we're almost done because we're almost out of fuel. It's actually almost used a full tank doing this field. We've only got 40 litres left and it's using it rapidly, so we need to get back to the yard. Now actually, I'm only going to go back to Willow Farm with this because we're probably going to need it again for the animals. And also, like I said earlier, I should have left the pallet forks at that farm. Totally forgot. So we will just put it all over at Willow Farm. We'll refuel it so we don't get condensation in the tank. And then that'll be everything done. Yeah, just a tiny bit left to do. And then we're done. I've already done the bit over there. So we virtually are finished. And it has not actually killed our bank balance yet. We're still alive. And also we've actually given this tractor a bit of a workout. It's starting to get dirty. The PTO is on, but that doesn't matter. First time I've properly used it. Should be able to blow some soot out of the exhaust. There, I think that'll do. So, all we have to do now is fold this up and then back to the yard. So there is our field ready. It's just growing. Nothing else left to do to it. Next thing we do will be harvesting. And that will be on, it'll be the week of the 10th of March. I don't know the exact date, but the 10th of March is the release date of the Holmer DLC, which is the sugar beet DLC. So really looking forward to that. I'm trying to think, is there another way into that farm? Yes, there is. Yeah, we'll be harvesting our sugar beet on Sandy Bay with all the Holmer stuff, all the Holmer equipment. Looking forward to it. But we're just going to leave it for now. That'll be everything until then. Pretty sure there is a diesel tank just in the entrance to the yard on the left. Seem to remember something. Yes, there we go. So I don't know why the Ursus uses so much fuel. I guess it's just very uneconomical. I think it does use more than it should do though. But it's a good tractor. I do like it. It's very old though. And it's a bit tatty, but it's still good. And also, this mod is very well animated. Okay, we'll probably just put it in here for now. Of course we do need to shut the door. We don't want anyone stealing this old relic. So thank you very much to the mod maker of the roller. Very nice, I do like it. Very good and very handy as well. And thank you to everyone who is watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We'll probably continue with pigs and beef again tomorrow. That'll be Friday's episode. But until then, thank you for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.